Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Anntionette Deveraux, and I want to get into this Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion recap. Now, I already know I am tardy for the party, y'all, but I have a good excuse. I have been consumed, wrapped up, and enthralled in the blogs and the social media commentary that goes on Twitter, on Bravo's website, on the Real Housewives of Atlanta Facebook page. Shout out to Team RHOA. Doesn't matter whether you're Team Kenya, Team Nene, Team Porsha. It's all team entertainment as far as I'm concerned, and it's all love. So without further ado, oh, no, wait up, stop. I've got to give a shout out to the YouTube vloggers that make me laugh the most. That would be Funky Dineva. I thought I'd give homage to you, girl, and give you a old nasty piece of cotton care county fair. Yes, God. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into my review. Number one, bravo, kudos and hand claps goes out to Cynthia Bailey, who gave a whole new category of shade, and I like to call it, I just came to the parlor to sit on these girls, because that's exactly what she did. She gave you ice queen realness. She sat there like the goose that laid two golden eggs, and who knew she was stacked like that, girl? Nice work, nice job on those tatas. Every time you wanted to ask her old messy question, you just was like, damn, what are you wearing? Who did your hair? So I give you a pass, Cynthia. I'm not going to get in you. I'm just going to wait for part two of the reunion and we can go on to you. But let's move on to Miss House Mother Lanithia Leaks. No, ma'am. You were giving me House Mother house coat. I wasn't feeling all that fabric, all that applique. I wasn't feeling it. But what I was feeling is the fact that you came to have a good time like all of us. You were sitting up on your couch like we were sitting up on our couch getting our giggle and kiki and haha in, honey. All that was missing from your outfit was a bag of popcorn or some sunflower seeds or something, honey, or some flip-flops. Because you were just laughing. Oh, you got your giggle on, and I'm not mad at you. I want to give a hand tap out to Miss Kandi. You look the best that you've ever looked in a Real Housewife reunion. Congratulations on your engagement. I cannot go any further without just saying, oh my God, Kenya, standing ovation. You get best use of an accessory as a prop for shade. Woo, girl, because you were just popping that fan. You were just throwing shade like a samurai ninja. Oh my God, and I loved it all. I know that fan was multi-purpose because I know it was so hot in there. I know they were blaring and glaring you down, girl, because yes, I caught you doing a little dab, honey. I don't blame you because they already call you ashy, but you don't want them to call you oily on TV. So you get yourself together and do you. So now that I've gone all the way around the queens of the court, I got to ask this one question. Who invited Bo Peep? Because that's what in the hell Porsha looked like. All that was missing from her outfit was a bonnet in a basket, looking like she was walking in a damn Easter pageant. No, ma'am. Honey, that was not a good look. I need you to fire whoever dressed you that day. No, 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 no. Furthermore, since we're on you, let's just get on. Let's get on you. Okay, here's my problem with you. I really, really wanted you to come to this reunion and give me something. Just give me something, because this whole season long, what you have kind of given me is entitlement. You've kind of given me, like, you haven't given me fever, like Kenya. Kenya kicked down the door. She gave the dramatics. I know people don't like her, but she gave me something to watch every season. All I saw you do was basically have a baby fever and teeth. I just didn't get you. And you just prepare for this reunion all wrong, because I'm pretty sure somebody told you, honey, when you get to that reunion, you need to read the kids. But what you did was you pulled out a nursery book and just read. Boom. The kids, honey. You put the kids to sleep. And since we're on it, and you thought you was doing a little stunt when really you did was a tiny cartwheel, you thought you was gonna spill some tea. Let me clean up the tea that you spilled, honey. Let's clean it on up. First of all, I'm not here for this tardy book report, this bibliography you turned in like way late. You were way late in the semester. Where was all this preparation when you were standing on the edge of your driveway yelling, you're too old to even be in the search engine? when Kenya told you to Google her. Like, I just have to ask, what were you using, girl? A damn leapfrog tablet, a damn speak and spell, girl? Why couldn't you find no information on her back then, but you all of a sudden are a revisionary historian, as Kenya said? And since we're on it, you wanted this whole spiel about Miss USA and why you never mentioned Carol Gist and this, that, and the other. Girl, why should you use that as a platform to mention Miss Carol? Why? I think the whole problem was there's a bunch of confusion about, Miss America, Miss USA, Vanessa Williams, this, that, and the other. So, girl, nobody was here for that. But since you did spill the tea, let me clean it up with the real deal. So as I'm on some of these blogs, I ran across a statement from Miss Carol Gist. Now, I don't know how reputable this blog is, and I don't really know exactly if this is Carol Gist, but it does definitely sound like her. I wish she would have released the statement another way, but, anyway, check it out. This is what she says. April 9th, 2013 at 2:46 p.m., she put, "Hello to all. I am Carol Gist Stramler. I was the first African-American woman and the first from the state of Michigan to be crowned Miss USA. And I placed first runner-up in Miss Universe. Those are the facts that can be truthfully found anywhere on the internet." However, a misunderstood and misquoted comment made in my very first press conference has haunted me even to this day regarding this blackness issue. Reporters were commenting on my features, and because an aunt did a genealogy on our family, I remembered all that makes up my heritage. Most African Americans have Native American in their history, and how mentioning that turned into I am mixed heritage of African and Indian. Now pause on the play. Basically what happened was, let me give you the breakdown. She had a press conference, and anytime a black person is of fair complexion, people tend to ask them, what are you, as if you just can't be light or fair and be black. So back in the 90s, people, the standard answer as to what are you mixed with was, oh, it's either Creole or you are Native American. So she basically pulled the Tiger Woods, and she, said I'm African native or Caucasian or whatever you want to say. And black folks wasn't having it back then, because they were like, why can't you just say you black? And white folks was like, see, she's really not black anyway. So it caused this controversy that I feel like she's still trying to live down to this day, which she kind of says this statement has haunted her. She also goes on, so let me get back on the comment. She also goes on to say, "I love Kenya as a child of God. No matter how she acts or is portrayed on TV, I have known her since I was 14 years old. We danced together in a local dance troupe, went to the same high school, participated in another competition together, and we just hung out 2 summers ago in Las Vegas for the Miss USA anniversary. I wish her the best with all of her endeavors." See, so basically she's saying, I know Kenya, I know she, I know her. I grew up with her. This ain't nothing new. Y'all just figuring out who she is, but I know who she is. And so then here's what I found rather interesting, honey, because she is still a pageant queen. So she pulled out the shade and she contoured y'all real quick. This is what she said. "None of the women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta define me or validate me with their comments or lack of comments. I appreciate all the people who feel that I was somehow vindicated or validated by my name being mentioned on a couple of TV shows and in some print media. It's nice to be acknowledged for something that happened and cannot be undone or erased. To the comment that I am irrelevant and too old, I do take issue with that, if in fact that was said, because I haven't seen the show. My schedule is way too busy for that at this time in my life." So basically what Miss Carol Gist was saying, keep my name out your mouth and let sleeping queens lie, okay? Anyway, that's enough of all that. Well, no, bring it back. I want to shout out to Brandon DeShazer. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, because he posted a clip on Twitter where it was from the first intro episode of Kenya Moore stating, "I am best known for being Miss USA, actually the second black woman to win the crown." So she has never said that she's the first black Miss USA. She has said that she represents for the brown girls, which is a whole nother vlog, and I'm not going into that right now. So let's move on to the next case that's on my docket, which is Kandi versus Kim Zolciak, which was dropped the same day of the reunion. Kandi's taking Kim back into court about the proceeds from Tardy from the Party, and this is my opinion on that. Based on my days of working in the entertainment industry from way back in the wind, this situation reminds me of what I call a crack track deal gone wrong. Basically, I feel that, Kandi, you should just kind of let it go, because I don't even know how you allowed this marble smoking, wine sipping, Rapunzel let down your wig woman come in the studio and just jiggle jank you. You know, she's made money off of it. You did not do your due diligence. You did not sign a contract about publishing and royalties and future earned money, future earned. If you did not do that, I don't know how you're going to go in the courtroom and say that you're entitled to it, because it basically seems like you were a producer for hire and you sold her just a track, period. Boom. And I'm very disappointed in you for having Phaedra be your attorney. Now, this is not the time to be cheap. Now, we can save money on clothes, but when it comes to the law, we need to get the very best of the best, because Phaedra's reputation for being an attorney and winning cases is faded, honey. I just cannot. I can't. You might as well call up Cherie and ask her for Bob Whitfield's cockeyed ass. You need to ask him for he needs to represent you, basically, because he went in the courthouse and jiggle jangled Phaedra out of damn child support case. I mean, how did that happen? And it happened because Phaedra is about her money, and so she was chasing Sheree down behind a damn check when she could have said, Sheree, let me hold. And she knows Sheree didn't have it like that. She should have just said, Sheree, let me hold one of them Hermes handbags or the keys to the Aston Martin until this situation is settled. And while you mad at Funky Dineva, Sheree, everybody should be mad at Phaedra, because you the reason, Phaedra, why She by Sheree is not up and why Chateau Sheree is not complete today. Moving on. And see, this is let's move to the next thing. The next case on my docket is Kenya Stallion Booty versus Phaedra Donkey Booty. Now, this is the problem that I have in this particular situation. I feel that Kenya did you a solid as a friend by going above and beyond the call of duty to secure your distribution. I don't know how you could sit down and talk to somebody about producing a video when you know they have the capability of mass producing it, because you yourself said it when you tried to shade her that all her movies go straight to DVD. So you definitely know her capability. Don't hate on this girl. She has an IMDb page, and it is pretty impressive for someone who's been doing this for quite some time. I mean, come on. You had, I don't know how many seasons to get this donkey booty video done, and you didn't. And Kenya came in and galloped all across your ass in like 3 episodes. That is absolutely dreadful. And I don't even know how you could represent anybody when you can't even protect your own intellectual property. Anytime that you are dealing with intellectual property, which is a concept, a product, or whatever, and you have someone who has the ability to take your idea, you should have had Kenya sign a non-compete disclosure. That is law 101. So while you were really fly and you did have a couple of reads in there when you said, twirl on that and show me the receipts, I need to see the receipt for your Cracker Jack law degree, because that is law 101, okay? But I'm not going to get on you too hard, because you did give me a little energy. You read. It was an equal battle, I thought. As far as that whole who did what on Amazon, I really could care less, because I don't work out, and Phaedra, neither do you. Okay, let's be real, honey. I did peep a little bit of Kenya's video. It was well produced. It was more viable, okay? Your video, I just can't get with you look like a poached pickle bouncing around. I just, no. You would have been better off making a cookbook called A Jackass's Guide or Recipe for a Donkey Booty, because that's how you got yours, by eating. And I would have bought it, because there would have been jelly rolls in it, there would have been biscuits in it, there would have been ham in it, there would have been mac and cheese. I would have bought that. That needs to be your next adventure. Now, talking about the Made in Mexico silicone Barbie, that whole Made in Mexico booty, you want to know how you really know that her booty is made in Mexico? Is because Apollo told you so. And how does Apollo know? Because when he had his hands all up on her ass, throwing her in the pool, he felt the stamp. And that's how you know she has a Made in Mexico booty. But then again, I don't know. You are a proctologist. You are an amateur proctologist, because you be all up in people's booty. So you may just be able to just tell by looking at it. But it really don't matter at the end of the day, because as far as I'm concerned, she did you a favor. Y'all both did each other a favor. The people that can't stand Kenya bought your tape, and the people that can't stand Phaedra bought Kenya's tape, and both of y'all bank accounts gained weight. Okay? you're just, I mean, I hate to do you like that. And I didn't really cut for Kenya saying that she was going to knock your fronts out. I didn't think that was cool. And I hate to just really like snatch your wig on YouTube, but you just don't do really good business. Even Cynthia had to cut you off on the kneecaps when you sent that Twitter out talking about y'all come on down to the Bailey agency, and you hadn't even paid any casting fees. No, ma'am, you run your business like a damn church bazaar, and no, that's bizarre. So look, I've just given too much. I've rambled on. Catch up with me on part 2, because I can't wait to see what Kim Zolciak says. I can't wait to see Nene gather Phaedra back together, honey. Oh, anyway, y'all, it's been nice. It's been real. Holla!